Sarastrology, and for this video, which is part 2 of Color, Sound, and Astrology, I'm going to explain how color relates to sound and astrology. Now, in part 1, I explained to you about Pythagoras and the chromatic scales, as well as the theory of everything possessing a soul and being moved by music. This idea translates to the planets and constellations making music and sound, which is, in theory, how we are affected by the orbiting planets and the personal vibrations we give off, according to the planet's position at the time of our birth. So how does color relate to all of this? Well, for starters, it has been well documented that there are certain individuals who have something called synesthesia. And one form of synesthesia is where they're able to see colors or different visuals when they hear sounds or music. It's almost as if these individuals' auditory and visual senses work as one or are one and the same. Some of these visuals can actually discern a musical note by what color they see when it is played. Color also has an important part in the understanding of chakras in Hinduism and in tantric and yoga practices. Chakras, or prana, are thought to be centers of energy and channels of energy in the human body, which govern certain aspects of our physical and mental bodies. They're actually, in some ways, considered like a wheel or wheel of energy that turns and produces energy throughout our bodies. There are 7 chakras, and the first 6 can be compared to 12 signs of zodiac, 1 chakra per 2 signs. Such as the first chakra, or base chakra, which can pertain to Aries and Taurus, and related to the ideas of survival and the basic human needs, much like Aries in the first house, with our identification of the self, and like Taurus, and the second house with possession and security. The base chakra is mainly attributed to the color red, which is also the color of Aries and it's related to the color of Taurus, which I will explain in just a second. So many people will disagree about colors, but I have attributed a color with each sign, planet, and note using the same order as the color spectrum, and the 6 main colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. Since there are, of course, 12 signs, the feminine signs, which are the even houses, get kind of in-between colors, while the masculine signs get more pure colors. So for Aries, which is also the note C, it is red. Taurus, C sharp, is kind of a reddish orange. Gemini, D, is orange. Cancer, D sharp, is orangish yellow. Leo, E, is yellow. Virgo, which is also F, kind of yellowish green. Libra, F sharp, is green. Scorpio, G, is a bluish green or a teal. Sagittarius, which is G sharp, is blue. Capricorn, A, is a bluish violet or indigo, as someone would call it. Aquarius, A sharp, is violet. And Pisces, B, is a reddish violet, or some might call that magenta. And like the musical notes, the color of the planets are the same as the sign the planet rules. So Jupiter, being the ruler of Sagittarius, would be blue, and Saturn, being the ruler of Capricorn, would be indigo. Now, assigning each sign, house, and planet a color does not only make it visually easier to read a chart, but it can also help to illustrate the ways in which signs and planets relate to one another. Using this method, which I have described, we can easily see that the signs that are opposite also have opposite colors, which is obvious when put side by side. So since red is the opposite of green, and red is Aries, as I said before, and green is Libra, which are opposite in aspect on an astrological chart. Yellow is the opposite of violet, and so are Leo and Aquarius. The color of the signs, when put together with signs of the same elements, also make interesting or ironic color patterns. The colors of the fire signs, for example, are nothing more than the primary colors red, yellow, and blue. So that is how color, music, and astrology all use the same principles, and from now on in my up-and-coming videos, I will be referencing this system when explaining other concepts that have to do with astrology. I see this as just an interesting method, and it also really connects and interweaves other aspects of science and possibly a way in which our universe works. We can see how everything is connected so closely and so tightly, not only with Hinduism and all other types of kind of this mystic science, as we'll call astrology, but it really shows that everything has a pattern and a cycle, and that just we are all connected. We are all one. But if you'd like to view copies and other illustrations of the subject, you can check out the photos on my Facebook page or on my Tumblr blog. On both of those, just search Sarastrology. So that is all for now, so thank you for watching this video, and make sure you check out my website.